What is up, guys? Noli here, and welcome to another Payday 2 video. I've got some good news and some bad news for you guys today, depending on how you look at it, but the good news really overwhelms the bad news, so let's start with that. Basically, the Gauge Shotgun Pack is seeing some buffs. It's going to be more worth the money now, and so I'm going to have to change my review relatively significantly, I imagine. I'm going to need some more time with the shotguns, so that's going to get delayed. I talked a lot in the review about how, while waiting for an update to change some things that maybe makes the purchase more viable, and that seems to have just occurred. I need some time with it to really let you guys know and record some footage from these differences, because I do have some comparison footage I can hopefully show you guys. The gameplay you're seeing in the background, by the way, is just me running some shotguns on more Crasher. Relatively exciting, I hope. But we're not actually seeing any direct buffs to the shotguns themselves. We're just seeing buffs to the ammo types. So overall, every single one of the shotguns are going to perform better with these special ammo types, but also slight buff to the melee weapons, but like I said, the melee weapons in the Gauge Shotgun Pack were actually relatively strong anyway. So let me run through the updates for 31.2. Increase the range of the slug ammo and the flechette ammo. Now, I already like the flechette ammo quite significantly, so seeing this, we're going to be doing more damage over range, and we're going to be hitting where we previously couldn't. Now, this is where these are the biggest buffs in my eyes. Increasing the ammo pickup rate for the slug and triple-O buckshot ammo types. That's going to make them a lot more viable. You can discount some of the things I said in the Street Sweeper video as far as them being the weakest. I imagine they're probably going to be close to on par with the regular ammo types. Where I feel like the buff needs to be made is they somehow need to tweak the fully loaded skill to work with shotgun ammo, but to a lesser extent, maybe 35% instead of 75%, or something along those lines. So I don't know whether this buff is going to complete it. I've only just seen it come out, and I obviously had to make a video on it to explain why this review I promised won't be out today. Should be out tomorrow though, it won't take me too long to make these amendments. On top of that, we have increased damage radius of the high explosive round. I actually in the video say that high explosive rounds are a necessity to everybody who enjoys the Payday game, and it's a necessity not in that it's overly strong, in that it's an absolute blast to play around with. And so we've got an increased amount of ammo for this, and now damage radius. It's going to be more fun, it's going to be more viable, and hopefully it's going to be necessary, not just because it's enjoyable, but because it's generally quite powerful. Next up, we have a reduced draw time of the Gauge Shotgun Pack melee weapons. That's primarily going to improve the machete. The others, for example, the hatchet is the highest hitting uncharged weapon, so that sort of played off it being strong uncharged, so it won't really affect that. And the other two are mainly for their knockdown capabilities, so just a slight buff to the machete. And the others are just small fixes, I believe. Not very explicit. Also changed some optimization for Big Bank and Shadow Raid, just to note that. Those of you who are having problems running those missions specifically. And I think there's been a couple of heist changes to the Big Bank. Yeah, you get more money and experience, but the heat is increased, so we're going to have much more epic gunfights on the Big Bank mission. Other than that, they're just fixes. The biggest one I can see here is the shield enemy having a 75% damage reduction to explosives. I had no idea that was the case, but that seems like a relatively important patch. And that's that. The rest are just crashes and fixes, so not too much to worry about. But we are definitely seeing improvements to the ammunition. More and more reasons to pick up this DLC, but of course that video will be out tomorrow or the day after. Hopefully tomorrow. I will also aim to bring you a Mask of the Day tonight, because I don't really feel like a 5-minute long chat video is all you guys want from what is soon to become the big summer of content. I've got a lot of free time on my hands, and I'm working harder and harder on my videos, and hopefully a stream coming very soon. That's a lot for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.